10 Marvel hero facts that will blow your mind. Maybe think you know your favorite Marvel heroes? Think again. From Spider-Man's secret origin to Wolverine's forgotten first name, and even the time Scarlet Witch nearly erased an entire species. These aren't your average fun facts. These are the strange, shocking, and downright mind-blowing secrets that even hardcore fans miss. So buckle up, because in the next few minutes, we're diving deep into 10 Marvel hero facts that will change how you see your favorite characters. Or not. Iron Man was created to be unlikable. Iron Man was never meant to be loved. Stan Lee created him as a challenge. Could readers like a weapons dealer with a massive ego? Somehow, it worked. Tony Stark was smart, arrogant, and broken. But we loved watching him grow. In the MCU, Robert Downey Jr. improvised many lines, adding charm and depth. His journey from selfish to selfless is one of the best arcs in superhero history. Iron Man proved you don't need to start as a hero. You just need the courage to become one. Doctor Strange was psychedelic by design. Doctor Strange's early comics looked trippy. That's because artist Steve Ditko was inspired by psychedelic art and mysticism in the 1960s. Pages were full of cosmic shapes, floating worlds, and mind-bending visuals, way ahead of their time. People said reading Doctor Strange felt like an out-of-body experience. And when the MCU brought him to the screen, they leaned into it. Folding cities, spiraling universes, and interdimensional madness. Doctor Strange didn't just fight villains. He opened Marvel to the multiverse of imagination. Black Panther broke barriers. Black Panther wasn't just a hero. He was history. In 1966, T'Challa became the first black superhero in mainstream American comics. Years before the Black Panther Party gained attention, he wasn't a sidekick. He was a king, a genius, and a warrior, making his debut in a Fantastic Four comic. And in 2018, his movie didn't just dominate the box office. It earned an Oscar nomination for Best Picture. From page to screen, Black Panther proved one thing. Representation isn't just powerful, it's legendary. Captain America was once Hydra. In 2016, Captain America shocked the world by saying, "Hail Hydra." Fans were furious. Was this really Steve Rogers? Turns out, it was a version of Cap whose history was rewritten by a cosmic artifact called the Cosmic Cube. In this twisted storyline, Cap believed he had always been a Hydra agent. For a while, he led Hydra, betrayed his friends, and nearly took over the world. Eventually, the real Cap returned, but this arc showed us something powerful. Even the greatest heroes can fall, and sometimes, the scariest villain wears a familiar face. Ant-Man was a founding Avenger. Think the Avengers started with Iron Man, Thor, and Cap. Not quite. In the very first Avengers comic, two surprising heroes were there. Ant-Man and the Wasp. Yes, tiny, bug-sized heroes helped form Marvel's greatest team. Even crazier, Ant-Man aka Hank Pym later became Giant Man, Goliath, Yellow Jacket, even the creator of Ultron in the comics. Not Tony Stark. So next time you watch Ant-Man cracking jokes, remember, he wasn't just comic relief, he helped start it all. Scarlet Witch once erased mutants from existence. She's powerful, but also dangerously unpredictable. Scarlet Witch, aka Wanda Maximoff, started as a villain in the Brotherhood of Evil Mutants, alongside her brother, Quicksilver. But over time, she became a key Avenger, and one of the most powerful beings in the Marvel Universe. How powerful? In the iconic comic House of M, Wanda suffered a breakdown, and with just 3 words, "No more mutants," she wiped out the powers of over 90% of all mutants on Earth. That's right, one woman nearly ended an entire species with a whisper. Scarlet Witch isn't just magic, she's a force of reality itself. Spider-Man almost had another name. Did you know Spider-Man almost wasn't called Spider-Man? Stan Lee first considered names like Insect Man or even Mosquito Man. Seriously, but Spider-Man sounded mysterious, and just worked. His red and blue suit? It wasn't just cool, it made him easier to print in black and white comics. And unlike other heroes, Spider-Man was a teenager, with real problems like rent, school, and heartbreak. Here's the weirdest part. In the 1970s, Japan made a live-action Spider-Man show, and he had a giant robot. Yes, Spider-Man became a mech pilot, and inspired Power Rangers years later. From almost being Mosquito Man to becoming a global icon, Spider-Man's journey is as wild as his web. The Hulk wasn't always green. The Hulk is green, right? Well, not originally. In his first comic, the Hulk was gray, but printing problems made the color inconsistent, so Marvel switched to green in issue number 2. Years later, Hulk got a Red Hulk version, General Ross, and even returned as Gray Hulk, now smarter and meaner. He's had many versions: Smart Hulk, Zombie Hulk, even Blue Hulk in alternate universes. But one thing never changes. No matter the color, Hulk's always angry. Thor was once a frog. You've seen Thor with his hammer, but have you seen him as a frog? Yep. In one wild comic storyline, Loki transformed Thor into a literal frog, and he still fought evil with a tiny version of Mjolnir. Even better, that frog later became a real character in the Marvel Universe. Throg, the Frog of Thunder. He's joined the Pet Avengers, battled alligators, and yes, he's canon. Only in Marvel could a frog become worthy. And honestly, he still rocks that cape. Wolverine almost had a terrible name. Wolverine? Savage, fierce, unstoppable. But before Marvel settled on that name, they nearly called him the Badger, or worse, the Claw. Thankfully they went with Wolverine, a tough Canadian animal that fit perfectly. Also, did you know his claws weren't part of his body at first? In early drafts, they came from his gloves. Only later did Marvel decide they were bone claws, coated with adam. From backup character to fan favorite, Wolverine almost had the worst name ever. Good thing they retracted those claws just in time. Enjoyed these Marvel facts? Then hit that subscribe button and share it with your geeky friends. Got a favorite hero or a weird fact we missed? Drop it in the comments below. We'd love to hear it. Thanks for watching, and stay tuned for more secrets from the Marvel and the Geek universe.